I'll apologize now because this is going to be a long video, but it'll be worth it because this thing is so cool. This is a Scott M. Topper Shrike OTF, like the bird, and it is hands down the finest out the front that I have ever handled. This thing is just phenomenal. The machining on this is just next level. It is finished inside and out just like a Swiss watch, and it functions like a Swiss watch. I can't think of any other OTF that you can fire with an index finger like that. It is just nuts. It is so smooth. There's no screws in this thing at all. It is all held together by these 7 little C-clips, and then internally everything just dovetails together or clicks into place. It is mind-blowing. It locks up, rock solid. There is no play. Yeah, I am just blown away with this thing. I am so happy to finally have one in the collection. So, since I have one and it's mine, let's take it apart. First thing you want to do, take the blade off track or derail it, whatever you want to call it. Take the spring tension off the blade. And then these little clips all just pop off. Easy as that. And then it just comes apart. There's a helpful little notch at the end of the cover plate here. Get your finger on there and pop it open. Not a whole lot going on in that plate. The bottom plate has some cool stuff going on. Every single surface of this thing, the underside of the trigger, there's no reason to machine that. Just because you can, and because you designed the knife to be taken apart and played with. Pop that back into place for now. The spring carriage is really impressive. The ends of the spring are actually dovetailed into the spring carriage, so that's captive. No worries about that popping off while you're disassembling it. These are technically what are the lock bar is kind of a combination of these cam pieces and these pieces here. These pieces here, though, the brown pieces, those are Teflon impregnated acetal or acetyl Delrin, and they are a big part of why this thing has such a slippery, smooth action. And then you've got the blade here. This blade lug that the spring actuates off of also dovetails into this section on the frame, and that is what takes out your horizontal slop, your blade play, is that dovetail right there. Really, really slick. And then finally we got the bottom half of the chassis, and this has, focus, This has your birth certificate for the knife. This Shrike was born in August of 2023 with a blade of cryo-treated 63 Rockwell AEB-L. The core and mechanism are 416 stainless with Teflon impregnated acetyl lock bars actuated by 302 stainless steel springs, caged in a Richlite armor bound by hardened 305 stainless steel rings, with Scott's signature right there. Like, this was designed to be opened up and appreciated, and I'm probably going to leave this thing open and spend the next half hour just staring at these parts in wonderment. It is so cool. There, I may as well get you an image of how the lockup works on this thing. There you go. Come on. Oop. Now I did it. Ah. It's actually happened a couple of times to me because I was playing around doing stuff I shouldn't. These are the only two parts of the locking mechanism that can pop out on you. And it goes back together super easy. Let's get this thing set back where it needs to be. Get you there. Drop you down. Get you there. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Normally this cover plate would be holding those in place. So, you can see what's going on here. These locking cams drop in behind the blade, and then these Delrin wedges fall in and force these in. There's no way these can move over until you pull the trigger back and pull these Delrin wedges back. Yeah, really, really slick setup. Oh, what the heck. Let's put it back together really quick. Pop you out. Pop you out. Come on. There we go. Drop you on there. Oh. Trigger would help. It is so crazy that all of these parts fit together. With no play. And it just goes together like a little puzzle. Man, that is so cool.